What's good, Savvy Crew? I'm coming back with another video. This one is gonna be on NLE Chopper. Coming clean about the zesty ritual he had to do. If you don't know, that's the humiliation ritual. Alright? Now, I ain't gonna waste no time. Cause when he first came out, I mean, everybody was kind of saying like, that nigga he ain't about it, he ain't really street, whoop whoop, blah blah, right? But ain't that all artists? Anyways, let's just get right into it.
For some people, reaching their desired level of success has no boundaries. They are willing to do whatever it takes to become a success story, even if that means neglecting their morals and selling out completely, something that has become all too normal for Hollywood celebrities. You know what they say, success is a heck of a drug, and we all know that addicts are willing to do anything to get that fix, even if it means destroying their soul in the process. Such is the case for Hollywood celebrities who are willing.
How many artists you know that then made it in the industry, then they start talking about it, saying that they do this and do that, and that they step out of the limelight for a little bit, and then years later they end up coming back into it, but deeper into it than what they first was. Yeah, I be paying attention to that.
Publicly humiliate themselves in pursuit of fame and success, going as far as to compromise themselves in front of millions of fans so they can get the approval of the industry higher-ups. This embarrassing phenomenon has been dubbed Hollywood humiliation rituals.
And why so many of them have wore dresses? Have you ever asked that? Because there's an agenda behind that too.
Hazing of a celebrity orchestrated by the higher-ups to be initiated into their inner circles. This is something that NLE Choppa himself has admitted to participating in, confirming that he was not only put through a humiliation ritual, but that he passed his humiliation ritual.
My humiliation ritual, with all honors.
Hey guys, I hope all is well.
If you or a loved one were sexually abused at these Illinois youth facilities or treatment centers,
welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about NLE Choppa confirming his humiliation ritual. Let's get right into it. If you haven't heard of the term humiliation
Boy, look. I had to get a thumbnail real quick. Okay.
you probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
I think that's a better one.
Also, if you haven't noticed this with other celebrities other than NLE Choppa, then you might not know to what extent this goes to within Hollywood. A humiliation ritual is a hazing.
Man, I know y'all remember when Young Boy had to go through his when he painted his face and did. Hey, listen. I don't know how you go from being street to doing that. That don't add up to me. But hey, for the love of the money, they don't want to go back. They'd rather be rich than sell their soul. But
Many celebrities are put through once they reach a certain milestone in the industry.
and he even said it. He even said it in interviews. You can go check out, not his latest, but one of his latest interviews. He tell you that it's demonic. He'll tell you that the music industry is demonic, that he is demonic, that he has people around him all the time that's demonic. I mean, I don't know how more, for the NBA YoungBoy fans, I don't know how much more realer he could get about it. I mean, I don't know.
It usually tends to happen when a celebrity is either
And that Playboy Cardi shit, I ain't gonna even speak on that. The zesty zombie looking at that nigga.
climbing the popularity ranks, or even when
That nigga look like he getting ready for a zesty zombie apocalypse, don't he?
made it to the very top. Once they're made to go through these
And speaking of zombie apocalypse, man, I was watching this video, bro, last night. I bet y'all don't, because I didn't even know what it meant until then. How many of y'all think that apocalypse mean the ending of the world? It don't. Apocalypse really mean to unreveal, uncover. That's what it really means. And then zombie means a person that's like pretty much, don't quote me all the way, but I'm pretty much like out of it. Like they're unaware of what they're doing pretty much. So when they say zombie apocalypse, when they be saying that in movies and shit, they pretty much just saying the awakening, our awakening pretty much, the awakening of the world. The people who was asleep pretty much. When you see movies with the zombie apocalypse in it and stuff, and then the people that's running from them, that's pretty much saying them is the woke people, and the rest of the people is sleep. That's pretty much what they saying in the movie. And I just figured that out last night. That's crazy.
Rituals, we see these celebrities completely embarrassing themselves in the most compromising ways. They do this for a short period of time and then go back to acting normal. You have likely seen many instances of this. Many of the top celebrities have publicly gone through these humiliation rituals over the years. Many Hollywood actors have put through these humiliation rituals, like John Cena last year, who was seen wearing women's clothing and even showed up to the Oscars in his birthday suit. This was his public humiliation ritual. Coincidentally, he performed this humiliation ritual as he was exploding in popularity in Hollywood. We saw Dre going through.
And you notice how, like the baby, his dad died, and next thing you know, that nigga went platinum. It's so many artists, somebody around them die, and then they end up getting bigger, or they end up getting big, and then somebody around them die. Or they end up doing something like this, a humiliation ritual, or wearing a skirt, dress, or naked in public, some shit. I know y'all just seen that little Nas X shit. That was his humiliation ritual. I mean, they didn't all done it. Some way, some form, some shape, some fashion. Even Tupac, that nigga was in a damn bathtub, naked with jewelry covering himself and shit. Posing like he was a damn, I don't even know, like what the fuck? Had his hands behind his head and shit, trying to look like a motherfucking, I don't even fucking know, but bro, that shit wild, bro.
His own humiliation ritual last year, wearing women's nail polish. He showed up everywhere with his brightly colored painted fingernails. Latin trap superstar Bad Bunny is not shy of humiliation rituals.
I ain't never messed with him, but if you followed up on him, that I didn't see what he had done throughout the times, and we ain't even got to speak on Bad Bunny.
He has not only worn women's clothing multiple times.
Shout out Black Balloons. He just did a video on him, and he got a podcast. Shout out to him.
In several different cover shoots, but he literally cross-dressed like a woman for one of his music videos, and he even made out with his male dancer during one of his performances. Are you really surprised that he's now headlining the Super Bowl in 2026? This is how you get to the top. Same thing with rapper Kid Cudi. Right after he made his comeback and started showing up in movies, he starts wearing dresses and women's clothing. He even showed up to a Hollywood event at
This ain't the day and night Kid Cudi, I remember. My brother put me on with Kid Cudi. That ain't the Kid Cudi, I remember, man. When this nigga turned to a Chucky's bridesmaid and shit. That's what the fuck this nigga look like. Like, what the fuck? That shit
woman's
wild,
bride.
bro.
Lil Uzi Vert did it too, showing up to his performance rocking a woman's purse, while also introducing his fans to his feet.
Oh, hell no. I ain't never seen that nigga look like somebody. He look like my grandma. My grandma. Auntie is why the fuck he got that wig on like that, bro? Come on, man. Them damn glasses, man. Them damn pearly ass glasses and shit, bro. Come on, man.
alter ego. Legendary Hollywood actors have done it too, like Robert De Niro. He was humiliated by Diddy in a skit, as De Niro dressed up like a woman and backed it up on Diddy, which now seems a lot more disturbing.
Hell no. Man, hey, it's even in that nigga name. P. D. D. It's even in that nigga name.
What Diddy is into. Doja Cat had her own humiliation ritual moment, shaving off her eyebrows and descending into a public breakdown for a year. Young Thug is another artist infamous for his humiliation ritual moment.
I tried for as long as I could to try to not make it seem like it was true, but eventually, man, you gotta see the truth. And I try to defend him. I can't defend that nigga no more, man. That nigga, I can't defend none of them no more. I tried, bro, cause I wanted to be an artist. So I tried to defend him, but it's too much coming up, and I can't. But I don't. Thug and Future, I think he probably been sold out, but he probably just sold out with that album. Not just, but I listen to that album every day. I learned all them songs damn near by heart within like a month, my nigga. I listened to that album. What is it? I Never Liked You or some shit like that. With the purple album, using that Rose or in the back of the Maybach or some shit like that. With that mask on, man. I listen to that album every day and learn them songs by heart within a month or so, literally. Bro, I tried, but man, the industry is wicked, man.
Repeatedly wore women's clothing and started calling his close male friends besties and babe. As you can see, it's not just one celebrity doing this in Hollywood. All of these celebrities are made to do this at one point or another.
I would say it's like having another producer in the room that knows exactly what your song needs. This is co-producer, the fastest way to find samples that
and proof you don't make it into the industry without knowing or without being part of that bloodline, that family, or without knowing somebody within that group is Future. He came up knowing what's his name? His name was Meatball. He was in that one group, that one group. I forgot what it was called, but it was with his uncle was over the group or some shit like that with the Outcast or the other nigga, Andre 3000. That's how he came in. The Dungeon Family. The Dungeon Family, that's what that shit was called. Motherfucking Lil Yachty. I found this out by Industry Hoax. Lil Yachty was in motherfucking a photo with Tupac when he was younger as a kid. I mean, Lil Baby been with Young Thug in videos and music videos before we even knew who he was. Gunna. I mean, you don't make it into the industry unless you already part. Like, if y'all know who Jaguar Jay French is, Jay French, if y'all know who he is, that probably could have been my way in, but sadly, unfortunately, I don't care about the industry. Supposedly he doing his thing, but I don't even want to be part of that shit. If I was, I would be indie, but who knows what the indie artists still gotta go through. So I don't even wanna fuck around with it.
They show endless examples of this. Playboy Cardi, Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, The Baby, Little Baby, Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, and the list goes on and on. They all did it. While this has become an obvious thing in Hollywood, no celebrity has ever confirmed they are forced to participate in humiliation rituals to achieve success. Well, that was until Eneli Chapa uploaded a video on his own YouTube channel confirming that he had gone.
And y'all probably wondering how do I know him? Is because of my dad. He was locked up with Jaguar Jay French. That's how I know. And if y'all go back to my first video on YouTube, he was freestyling. Like literally, he said, put on the beat from YouTube. He was like, my dad brought him home one day. He was like, this nigga cold as hell. He just got out. I put on the beat for YouTube, and that nigga freestyled on my shit. I had that's when my dad first bought us some tablets. It was a yellow tablet that I had. We all had different color tablets. The girls had a purple one. My brother, I forgot what color he had, but yeah, I had a yellow one or some shit. And yeah, I forgot what they was called, but there was some little cheap tablets or something like that, man. But hey, I put that mug on, and that nigga was recording, and he started freestyling on that bitch. If you go back to my old video, that nigga, hey, I ain't capping. So that's before he was famous, before he was even making the song. So yeah, I mean, hey.
Through a humiliation ritual, and according to him, he passed it. Sometime back, NLE Choppa posted an interesting video on his YouTube channel with almost 2 million subscribers. He titled the video, "I did a humiliation ritual and passed." Now this video title
Let this dog go.
for itself. But before we get into that video, let's identify his humiliation ritual first. Back in 2024, Choppa went viral for zesty reasons as he had posted this photo of himself and captioned it coming out. This coincided with several other zesty photos and songs he was releasing at the time. Photos like this where he was using a cake to cover himself while in his birthday suit, or photos like this one where he could be seen in tidy whities, or even like this photo where he's showing off his backside. This was around the time he dropped his song Slut Me Out Too, which was full of zesty lyrics that had people looking at Choppa strangely. What it looked like was
Very strange.
was going through the same humiliation rituals many celebrities are forced to go through, making Choppa
After I forgot what them songs was. After I forgot what the name of them first songs he came out with, but he had like a part 1, part 2, part 3 or some shit like that. But I know I listened to the part 1 and part 2. After that, I kind of fell off, and it took me a while to get on them songs. Then unless he was with some songs with some other artists, yeah. But actually just listening to NLE Choppa, I couldn't do it.
feminine to give off the idea that he was either gay or gender neutral. This is something that he came out and addressed himself in his YouTube video, telling the world straight up that he indeed was put through a humiliation ritual and passed it.
Passed my humiliation ritual. With all
And they tell you stuff like this all the time, but people just laugh it off like, oh, that nigga cappy. That nigga be lying.
honors, I've passed my humiliation ritual. With all honors, with flying colors. But the only difference between my humiliation ritual and a lot of others is I was walking with God the whole time. Being deeply rooted in prayer, deeply in search of answers, and deeply.
If you was, why would you even do it in the first place, is my question. If you really was, because if you was, you wouldn't do it at all. So, hey.
Rooted and grounded in the palms of his hands through the process of this whole humiliation ritual. This video today is a serious one. Happy and fruitful, and I got humiliated for it. I got humiliated deeply for it. I was called gay. I was called, you know what? Let's be honest. I got the F-bomb dropped on me hard. I was called gay. I was called Diddy Jr. I was called weird. I was called freaky. I was called a bitch. I was disrespected. Let's just say that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm smiling.
So one question. Why do they come in with no tattoos and then end up tatted up to the neck up, sometimes all the way up to the forehead, down to the toe? Y'all gonna be like, okay, it's for the image. Yeah, they gotta put on the image. Okay, if y'all know it's an image, which means character, why do y'all still fall for it? And then want to do that, is my question. They like, real talk, is set up for failure. Because if you know the industry, the prison system, the executives, the label owners got contracts with the prison system. If there's no people in jail, how is they gonna get their money? How is they gonna keep the money coming in? If ain't nobody getting, maybe, yeah, speeding tickets and shit like that, but that's a whole nother topic on its own and a whole nother video on its own, because we really don't even need a license to drive either. But that, like I said, search that up. That's a whole nother video on its own.
Now I'm good. Now I'm not gonna spiral off because
Supposedly. But hey, I had heard people argue about and paying IRS, paying taxes. There's been people who's argued in court, big multimillionaires arguing in court about how they don't see it actually in the law, the IRS, on the IRS website.
learning how to handle it.
I'm doing as videos pop up, I watch them, but I'm still trying to figure that out myself too. But hey, just search it up.
One thing God has taught me after I made this video the last time is never get mad at people just because they don't walk with God. I'm coming out comment was me coming out with a song. But spiritually, it was me coming out of my shell, out of my cocoon, and blossoming into the butterfly that God has been molding since I had my first spiritual awakening 3 years ago.
Eve Online on Mac immerses you in a universe with
4 years ago, 2020, during COVID. From dark to light. God came to me 4 years ago, around the same time that he's coming to me now.
But do y'all, am I tripping, or do y'all see what's right there? Y'all see that pyramid right there? Y'all see that? Or am I just tripping? I might just be tripping.
It's telling me to embark on a change. History has repeated itself.
As you heard for yourself, Choppa had no issues admitting he went through a humiliation ritual, admitting that all the zesty things he was doing were because of this humiliation ritual.
Then it looked like he got it covered up.
Admitting that all the zesty things he...
Where it go? Because it don't look like it's there no more. It look like it's a face right there now. Hold on, let me go back real quick. Oh, shit. So I had to cover that shit. Hold on, am I tripping? Or yeah, that's the whole face right there now.
Doing were because of this humiliation ritual. But even though he was admitting to going through
I might just be seeing things on
ritual, he tried to paint it in a way that doesn't seem as bad, claiming that he did his humiliation ritual while walking with God, which is complete and total nonsense. God has nothing to do with his humiliation ritual. God will never ask you to humiliate yourself to show him any alliance. This is just the nonsense he added to try to justify embarrassing himself for the Hollywood higher-ups. These celebrities love saying God to cover up what they really do, but they never tell us which God they are referring to. Eneli Choppa is into all the New Age nonsense that has nothing to do with God. He knows it. He also knows that those humiliation rituals he was doing weren't for God. They were for Hollywood. They were done for him to show his alliance with the organization that runs Hollywood. Eneli Choppa has shown many times that he is being used by the secret club that runs Hollywood, showing he has taken the oath by doing the one-eye symbolism, or doing the shush pose that represents his vow of secrecy. Choppa wasn't doing humiliation rituals for God. He was doing them to continue to show his alliance to the higher-ups. He was being hazed. Everybody knows about college fraternities and their hazing rituals. These hazing rituals are humiliation rituals. This goes back to ancient secret societies. The hazing rituals were not only an initiation rite to embarrass the initiate, but it was also done as a method of bonding, as every member has to go through the humiliation rituals. It is also a method of blackmail to ensure every member stays in line. Freemasonry has many humiliation rituals that it puts its members through. In fact, one member actually died while being put through a humiliation ritual in a lodge. You can find articles about this online. Many secret societies participate in these humiliation rituals. Since those who run Hollywood are all a part of these secret societies, these practices govern Hollywood too. These celebrities all get to a point where they gotta compromise themselves to keep climbing.
Even NBA, even football, the whole industry, if they in front of that camera, that big screen, it's Sad to say.
They gotta show that they are down with pushing the industry's agenda. They have to prove to those who run the industry that they're okay with doing zesty things for fame. This is what Chapo was doing all of 2024, allowing him to please the industry overlords and keep his name in the meta. Celebrities who refuse to participate in their humiliation rituals end up losing everything. They fall off, and the industry stops showing them support. This is why you can find almost every celebrity doing these humiliation rituals. They're willing to do anything to keep those above them happy. These humiliation rituals are starting to be seen in streaming as they become more mainstream. I have already done videos on countless streamers like Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, and Speed all doing these humiliation rituals. These streamers, just like the celebrities, are now doing zesty things on stream every chance they get. Situations like Aiden Ross and Speed acting like they're about to make out, or Kai Cenat and Speed taking showers together and acting zesty together on a bed. Do you really think it's a coincidence these are the three
And he done it with Ray J recently.
streamers in the world? The three streamers who have all been caught acting zesty on stream. Streaming is becoming Hollywood, and Hollywood's rules are now governing that industry. All those in Hollywood have to do is wave massive contracts in front of the faces of these kids, and they're down to do anything. These humiliation rituals are what got Kai to the #1 subscribed streamer. This is where the question, what are you willing to do to make it, comes up. Is it worth compromising your soul, your morals, and even your dignity for fame and money? Is it worth having it all if you have to lose yourself to get there? Everyone wants success, but it's important to achieve that success in the right way. It's important to remain true to who you are and not sell your soul to the devil for 15 minutes of fame. While you become a star and get everything you want at the moment, it won't last forever. Your career would eventually die out. And for the small amount that remain relevant until they die, it all ends after death. Now you traded your eternity in heaven for punishment for your sins, all because you wanted your paradise here on earth. Don't sell out. It's not worth it. Instead, work hard and remain loyal to yourself, but most importantly, God. Well, I'm gonna end this one here.
I don't know what, bro. Evidence, proof. I don't know, man, but that's why I don't want to be a rapper no more. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.